you with that big Benz, huh? As you that can't keep old, cause you keep yelling the friends, huh? You gotta go to court, huh? You got service subpoena for child support, huh? That was that nerve, huh? You ain't even get a chance to say a word, huh? I know I ain't tripping. Don't your brother got them birds, huh? You ready to bust you somebody, huh? You ain't scared, huh? You know how to play it, huh? I know you ain't gonna let somebody come and punk you, huh? Then it's front you, huh? Straight up run you, huh? You know who got that fire, huh? You know how to use a triple beam, huh? It ain't hard as it seems, huh? You keep your body clean, huh? You got a lot of your bold jeans, huh? Some of your partners, huh? You don't really want to mess with them clowns, huh? You come up with them clowns, huh? You stuck with them clowns, huh? You a big chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, and it's something you a big chaser. You got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, and it's suffering. You can't do nothing but love fresh, huh? You won't know what we gonna do next, huh? You bought our tape with your check, huh? You wearing a vest, huh? You trying to protect your chest, huh? You spent 70 on your bins, huh? That ain't sure that's for your friends, huh? You won't stop these heads from playing with you, huh? You won't run the block, huh? You won't be the last one with rocks, huh? You keep it, huh? You count the money.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Ian Happ. Ian Anderson, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last three starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, Corey Dickerson is the guy that's looking to turn it around right now. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
And now Brian Anderson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Rising fastball, then it catches the zone for a strike. Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning.
Full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Striding in is Ray Guillen. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Slow little roller to third. Throw on to first. In time. 1 away. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He was an offensive force in the first half and currently sits atop the league's home run leaderboard.
Yeah, Matty, he got off to such a hot start. He was able to relax and just be himself, and he has been absolutely killing the baseball.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Making in next will be Chris Bryant. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Boy, one of the top home run hitters in all of baseball, though, D-Row, only 1 home run in his last 10 games.
Yeah, hasn't hit for much damage lately. Kind of expand in the zone, but look for him to get hot again.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. In his career versus this pitcher, 7 hits in 14 tries. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson's there. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Now it'll be Corey Dickerson, and he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
First pitch coming. Here it is. J.J. Bleday stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Dickerson gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Fouled off. Ball 3.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Now the payoff pitch home. On the ground to the right side. Rizzo is there to second for one. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the one on the play.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Jairo Munoz is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 5 homers and 21 driven in. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. One there on the Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the one out.
Batting it, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
And now in the box, Jorge Alfaro. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there. No balls and a strike. Rizzo, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Fouled away. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Next to stand in is Darryl Cooley, and with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here comes the 1-2. Too high. Ball 3.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Reined in, and there's out number 2.
Batting 6.
2 down, no one on base, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch on its way. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. In there, a base hit.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Waits, now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Guerrero, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Alfaro goes to get it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Now at the plate is Cesar Mora. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
1-0. Here it is. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Ready with the 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs. And stepping in, Pablo Lopez. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
Pablo Lopez.
The pitch. There's a fastball on the inner 3rd taken for a strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
At the plate, John Birdie. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Rowan Wick is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 50.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The center fielder, Connor Scott.
Next, it'll be Connor Scott. He bounced out last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch, and it's fouled away. Third inning, no score to this point. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
The 0-2 once more. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Miami down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season.
Leading off
entering the day, they are arguably the most dangerous group of hitters in baseball, as they rank first in the majors in both home runs and slugging percentage. Now, obviously, the home runs are a big part of the slugging percentage, but as one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup with dynamic skill sets. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can turn on the jets when they shoot one into the gap. Safe to say, this is a tough lineup to hold down, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now another 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now that the left fielder.
So with one gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ray Guillen grounded out in his last at-bat. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. Here's Chris Bryant now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Happ leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Here now the 2-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And that will end up a foul ball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Grounded to the right. Rizzo is there. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jesus Aguilar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
So next to hit is Corey Dickerson. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. The pitch. 0-1 the count.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
0-1 pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Darryl Cooley.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
And he will make the catch on the full run, and there's a dandy of an out to start the inning.
The third baseman.
So in now for Chicago, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He collected a base hit his first time up. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fouled off. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Guerrero is retired, 2 down now.
Number 2.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And up next, Nico Horner. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Here it comes, the 3-0. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Cesar Mora will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old put.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th. J.J. Bleday will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. 0-2. Here it is. Fastball called. Strike 3. And there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Up next, Jairo Munoz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering. Swing. And there it goes. He got all of that ball into the bleachers and gone.
Oh, a little quick jump right there. He does it in a variety of different ways. That time, first pitch out of the gate, he was coming unglued.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. High in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Here it comes on 0-2. Ground ball right side. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The bat. The pitcher. Pablo.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Pablo Lopez. He's 0 for 1 thus far as he lines it out to center. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi. So here now's the pitcher, Rowan Witt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
50.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ. First pitch on the way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, he was on cruise control for a while, posting a lot of zeros, but after he gives up that triple, he's going to need to put some work in if he's going to get out of this inning unscathed.
In now, Chris Bryant, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. One and one. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And that misses. 2 and 1. Fouled away. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3 and 2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. The payoff pitch. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, trying to bring in the tying run from third here.
Rizzo.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Comes set. The 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, John Birdie. A high fastball is in there.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Pitch on the way. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting.
Now into the box, Connor Scott struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Connor Scott goes down for out number 2 in the top half. At the plate now, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. On the ground to the left side. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So he finds the hole into left to pick up his second base hit of the afternoon. And as you take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he tops all Miami Marlins in that department. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be the power-hitting catcher, Darryl Cooley. First offering on its way.
Cooley.
Windup and the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and He's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
To third. He's right there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 2.
So the next to bat will be Nico Horner. It was a walk in his last trip. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Down the left field line and deep, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired.
Leading off from Miami, the left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
He's set and the pitch. Dickerson, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he fouls this one off. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
Jairo Munoz stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
The 3-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. Barehanded for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Anthony Bass will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jazz Chisholm is into the ballgame as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Cesar Mora is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Javier Baez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
He's set. Here it comes. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. 281 the average entering play. 27 homers and 47 RBIs. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Standing in now, Ray Guillen, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Keone Keller has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 30.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he lays off for ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Into the box, Jazz Chisholm. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Outside, 2-1. Three and 1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, John Birdie, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Miami down in order. They lead it 1-0. Dylan Floro is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 36, Dylan.
Digging in will be Ian Happ. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Here comes the 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Now to the plate here is Chris Bryant. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 3 for 9. First pitch of the AB now. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0.
Obviously the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting. First baseman, Anthony.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Stepping up is
leading off for the Marlins, the center fielder, Connor Scott.
From the stretch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Fouled away. Here he comes again. 1-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
At the plate, Brian Anderson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And it's quickly 0-2. And it's fouled away. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he fouls this one off. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
He froze him on the fastball there. Brian Anderson goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the box, Jesus Aguilar, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. James Hoyt comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. So here is Darryl Cooley. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
Up next to the Cubs.
Next to hit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
In now is Nico Horner. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0. They never gave.
I'm guessing I'ma be okay. Say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Marlins completed a 3-game series sweep as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 1-0. In other Cubs news, starting pitcher Ian Anderson has been placed on the 10-day injured list. He's dealing with a dislocated shoulder. The Tigers racked up 11 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-3. It was their 5th straight victory. The St. Louis Cardinals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 2-0. The Brewers totaled 11 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-1. Marcell Ozuna was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as Atlanta downed the Phillies 9-3. He is currently among the NL leaders in runs batted in. The Dodgers combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 8-1. Sean Manaea got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10, helping the A's take care of the Diamondbacks 3-2. Austin Gomber grabbed his 2nd win of the year as Colorado beat the Padres 2-1. The New York Yankees allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 1-0. Josh Sborz collected win number 2 on the year, helping lead the Orioles to victory over Tampa Bay 4-3. The Mets finished off a 2-game sweep as they took down the Red Sox on the road 6-3. The Mariners picked up 14 hits in total as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 7-6. Jerry's Familia earned the 3rd W of his season, helping the Royals push past the Twins 5-3. The Chi Sox got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 9-6. That's the show for today. Tune in tomorrow for all the latest news and rumors as the trade deadline approaches.